Hello then, welcome to another insightful episode of CGC show on AU TV, and I'm your host for today, Ajibonotrudakom. Today we're discussing social media marketing as a career. I know many of you out there, young graduates, really want to enter this industry, the media industry, and then blog about entertainment and all that. And today I have with me the right person, or let me say one of the credible people to talk to this issue to help you build yourself as a social media marketer. Don't go anywhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back to CGC show, the career guidance and counseling show on AAU TV, and I'll be your host for today, Ajibonotrudakom. Please do want to follow us on all social media handles on the screen and send in your comments and questions. We'll be glad to receive them. So as I mentioned earlier, we were talking about social media marketing. You know, social media is now booming. Data and research is the whole thing of the day. So everybody wants to be online, be watched, and make some money. And we have here Mr. Zion Felix.
Yes, sir.
Who is originally Mr. Felix Adumako. You're welcome to CGC show.
Thank you very much.
All right, Felix. You know, you've been on social media for a very long time. You know, anytime I go on YouTube, I must watch something by Felix.
Oh, God bless you.
And
I owe you $5 city.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take it after the show, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, people really admire how you've taken the whole industry into. You interview at any point.
Yeah.
You know, you start with your car boot thing.
Yeah.
And it's quite wonderful. How did it start for you? Did you really want to be this kind of person now, or perhaps something just turned you to this way?
I've always wanted to be, let me say, in the limelight. I love radio, I love TV, I love acting. In fact, I'm a disappointed actor. Growing up, I wanted to be like Chris Atto. Chris was hosting rhythms on TV. I've forgotten the station, but he was hosting a TV show. He was also an actor. So I wanted to be a TV, radio personality and an actor. But Charlie, how you would do that was the question that I was always asking, how I was going to be, because I wasn't a rich boy, so how I was going to enter that was a problem for me. But in JSS, I started radio, Ahinema Radio, Kumasi was a Bremen. I attended Bishop Sapon. So Prince Minka, I think he's at XYZ, he was the morning show. Yeah, XYZ morning show, Prince Minka, he was at TV Africa, now he's at. So those case programs, Case Corner. So I used to read sports there. After JSS into high school, I stopped. And then I started following entertainment because I love entertainment. Sure. I always wanted to hear a lot about celebrities and all those stuff. So after high school, Konongo my senior high school, 2011, we started 4 years. So it was 2007 to 2011, full time. So like you know, they started 4 years time. Sure. So 2007 to 2011. So after high school, I was home. I was supposed to buy and wait and go to school that same year. Okay. But I thought they wanted to chop our money, so I didn't buy. So, you know, initially when you complete school, you have to go the following year. Yeah. But because we went for 4 years, when you completed, you have to go that same year. Because now I was saying we 2010 and go 11, but we completed in 11, so I was supposed to go in 11. But I thought they wanted to chop my money. They gone forward to chop my money. I no buy. Okay. So I waited to 2012. So whilst waiting 11 and 12, a friend of mine, Raphael, he bought funds for Legon and went to school that same year. Sure. So I mean, he had money. He helped me to buy a laptop. And then I was also on Facebook, chatting, posting funny things. And I thought, okay, let me open a blog. It was a free blog, zion-felix.blogspot.com. That one is free, so anybody can create it.
Okay.
It's owned by Google. So I opened it. If I'm saying everything, it's going to take all our time. So let me just summarize it. I opened it. I had love for it.
Sure.
So I was always copying and pasting content, sharing on Facebook. My classmates would be insulting me. You are spamming us. But I mean, as I was doing it, people had eyes. People in the industry had eyes seeing what I was doing. One of such people was Pakosi of omgghana.com.
Sure.
Now it's omgvoice.com. Big SGH, he who owns it. If you're listening to a song, you hear
Sure.
It was for same people. So Pa called me and he said, Charlie, I've seen what you're doing. You're doing great stuff. Would you want to work with us? We're going to pay you. I didn't know that money day inside itself because I was just doing something that I love to do.
Sure.
So I said, oh, why not? So he took me on OMG Ghana. I was still running the free blog spot in OMG. So I think 2 years into the game of working with OMG, I told Pa that, Pa, I want to have my own website. So cool. So he used my 6 months salary. 6 months, no pay. So I'm like, I don't care because I just love what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
So he used the money to create my website for me. He asked me the name I wanted, but I didn't know any name than the same Zion Felix. So I said, okay, zionfelix.com. He created a platform for me. After getting my own website, I was still with OMG Ghana because I just told myself that I wanted them not to sack me. So I was still running my own platform. I was still with OMG Ghana. I was there, I think 2 years on. Pastor said, Charlie, your platform has become bigger. Now, you become a competitor to OMG Ghana. So it's better you go on your own, concentrate on it, and become bigger than how you are right now. So, name yes, I'm a code, but I can't be with somebody forever and ever. So, I left. Whilst there, I started shooting videos for myself on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the brand was growing.
Yeah.
So, I left OMG Ghana, and then God being so good. From 2011 till now, like 9 years, right? Wow, macho.
Yeah, you really.
From 11 to now, we're still doing the game, and we'll
Sure.
still be in it forever and ever.
Sure. What happened to your brand when you were starting? Where from? You were Felix Adomakuma.
Mensa. Adomakuma Felix.
So where from the Zion? How
When
did
I
you
went
get
to school, Form 1 SS, Konongo Senior High School, my name was Black Bongo. Black Bongo because Fresh Trouble, they used to call Samini Bongo in Fresh Trouble. Wow, okay, Fresh Trouble, Pano, Ache, and I love. Let me say I loved then. I loved Samini Pa because of his bass.
You love it now?
I still love Samini, but not like first. So I used to call myself Black Bongo.
Okay.
So when I went to high school, I was called Black Bongo. I was like, that name. So there's this guy called Zion. He's a Mexican. Only Ekonyanyum. I love the way she moved. So that guy is so handsome. So I said, okay, the name is Zion. And I love the song too. I love the song. So I went to church midterm. From when I'm called school, I'm called midterm. I went to church, and our pastor also preached. And then he said Zion. I was like, okay, Zion is handsome. Zion is in the Bible. So let me just take the name Zion, add it to my name to get like a unique name. Like
Zion.
nowhere on this planet you get Zion Felix.
Sure.
There's, if like Google Zion Felix, me people will come anywhere Zion Felix. So I just took it myself. Zion is in the Bible. If I get to the ghetto, I will dada them that Zion Rasta. If I get to church, I'll see that Zion is in the Bible. If I get to music, I see that Zion is a musician. So I mean, anywhere be a Zion day. So that's how come I got the name Zion Felix. Not any weird idea. Yeah.
So tell us what difference you made when you entered social media marketing. What new things did you bring on board that perhaps nobody had ever done before?
Me, I didn't know. People are saying it. Saying me, I've changed the face. Then they have made blogging more interesting. I've made people understand that Charlie, you can still be a blogger and make it. So I think the passion has made me change a lot of things in the game. I've made people find interest in the blogging game. Nice. I've made people love it. I've made people realize that you can be a blogger and actually make money. Can be a blogger and actually live a comfortable life. Can be a blogger and actually be happy with what you are doing. So I think these are some of the things that I think I've changed in the game. Now people are saying that we should add blogging to careers that if you're a kid and you want to grow up, you would want to be. First is to be doctor. I want to be a nurse. I want to be a lawyer. But people are saying, say, Charlie, now blogging for out to the case. Like, they want to be a blogger in future because it is really good. It's so good. Like the way people want to be like you, people want to be like Kwame Sefakan, people want to be like other people in the media game. Somebody to also say, I want to be like Ami Adebra, I want to be like Zion Felix, I want to be like Chris Vicente and other bloggers because Charlie, now the thing is the ish now.
Someone would say perhaps Zion had a good educational background in media studies and perhaps a media guru. what did you study?
Congo Medicine High School, I was a business student.
Okay.
Accounting, accounts, I love accounts, Papa. EMAS and IBM. Now they call it BM.
All right.
It used to be Introduction to Business Management, but now they say it's Business Management.
Exactly.
And Legon, they gave me 1100. I was accounts, political science, and information studies. Level 200, I dropped accounts because I love accounts though, but because I was a blogger, I was doing radio as well. Now me need time, and accounts was like you need time for accounts. So I dropped accounts. I did political science and information studies. I did that in 200 and 300. And 400, I single majored in information studies. I've never been to any media school. I've never worked with any media person. Me growing up, many celebrity be an anteda, many radio presenter be an anteda, many journalists be an anteda. So this thing, I just entered it myself. I just coached myself. Maybe I say when I went to OMG Ghana, no, it's their platform, so they will teach you certain things, small things to do. But I've never been under any person. I've never been to IBM and J. I've never been to GIJ. IBM and J is in Kumasi. It's a media school. I've never been to any media school. It's been me, myself, learning on the job. Nobody has been my mentor. I wanted to be like Chris Atto, but when I entered into blogging, I mean, Chris is not even a blogger. Chris, when I entered, was an actor, like was a full-time actor. He had stopped TV. So I wouldn't say I was here, I learned this. No, it's me, myself, and I. Not that I'm bragging, but that is reality. Nobody has taught me anything. Maybe OMG for now, they were teaching me something small. But nobody was my mentor. Nobody has been my mentor. As and now, I'm still doing things on my own.
Let's look at how you are going about with news.
Yeah.
Now, mostly when you put out their video on YouTube or something, it should be catchy.
Yeah.
Let's look at how you strike the balance. You could have been any kind of blogger. You could have been educational blogger, any kind. But why did you choose to do entertainment?
Because I followed my passion. I love entertainment. I still love. I'm sure I'll continue to love till that can come. You know, if you love something, you go all out for it. You do and do it so well. So because of the passion that I have for entertainment, I know that if I'm doing it, no matter where the content day, I'll try and go for it. I was in Cape Coast on Friday. I woke up 4 o'clock, 6 a.m. I set off. I finished everything that I was doing around 4 o'clock. I came. The people that I went to, the mindset, they didn't give it to me. But because I wanted to go and get the information, I sat down, I analyzed, say, it will help me, to help my brand. It will give me content. It will make people happy. So why don't I go for it? So I went for it. I drove myself, went to Cape, and I came back without getting money from it. But because I love it, if you're funding money, I won't get any money from it, I won't go. But because I have passion for it, I at times fly to Kumasi to go and do just interviews and come. I have love for what I'm doing. So had it been probably, let's say, education, maybe my interest might not be in it. I won't kill myself to do it. I don't sleep. I don't sleep. I came from Cape early in the morning. I had to wake up, go do some runs on Saturday. And in the evening, I think Saturday evening or so, my girl, Nakiat, that's young poet, she was coming from UK.
She returned, yeah.
Yeah.
You met her?
I met her at the airport. I went to drop her at home. I got to my house like 12. I had to sit down and edit her video. Around 2 a.m., I slept around 2 a.m. I had to wake up in the morning, upload the video before going to church. If you don't have passion if you do all these things, if you don't have passion, you can't do it. I don't sleep.
Must you follow every celebrity everywhere they go to get content for?
If they need me, if I need them, I will do it. If I have to get the content, if the content is very, very important, I will do it.
Many say bloggers lie. That is your cross.
You don't lie.
You lie a lot. So people don't want to be in that career because I don't want to be a liar. What would you say to that?
Bloggers don't lie. I usually say that when the story hits the person, and the person thinks that it's going to dent his or her image, then he or she come out and say that we lied on him. I've had several calls on things that people said that they've come out to say that I didn't say it. When you ask them, what did you say? They'll summarize it, and then what you reported is what they actually said. Or like the person will say this, you report it like that. Because it is too harsh, the person will come back and say that, oh, I didn't say that. Oh, what did he say? The person will go and come and say what you reported. I'm like,
have you had one before? Have you had an instance? Share with us one instance you had to save yourself.
I don't remember right now. But like, not just me, a lot of people. That is, I mean, most of the celebrities come out to deny publication because it hits them hard. They weren't expecting it. So they'll come out and say, oh, I didn't say it or it didn't happen. Most of them do not expect such a thing to come out, but it eventually comes out. So not like we lie. There's no way that somebody can sit down and frame a story and it will sink so well. No, you know, we don't have any bad mind about anybody. If I put out that bad publication, I won't earn $1 million out of it. So nobody sits down and says that let me disgrace this particular person. I don't do that. And then even of late, most of the stories that I put out are interviews that I've done or things that I am there, so that nobody come and say that hey, I didn't say it. So if you didn't say it, I mean, the video is there. You just play the video for you to hear it yourself. All that right. One there.
All right, then, if you just joined us, it's CGC show on AU TV, and we're with the man, the blogging star. He is FELIX. If you go on YouTube, you'll find him there. And we're talking about social media marketing as a career. And believe me, you know, it's all about branding and the message, the content, okay? We'll go to this pause and come back. We'll be asking him, what is the dream of the blogger? To hear good news or bad news? We'll be right back. Welcome back to the CGC show on AU TV, and we're discussing social media marketing as a career. And I have with me your man, FELIX. And Zion, before we went on the force, I was about to ask you, what is the biggest dream of a blogger? Is it to wake up to find out chaos, news that carry chaos, or news that are full of good news? What will be your own view? What should be the dream?
We just want content. Every news is news, whether good or bad.
Which one works good for you? Which one works good for you?
They're all good. You see, at times good stories sell. Yeah, good stories. Some of them sell. There's some bad stories that don't go. Or there are so many bad stories that you publish. Oh, yeah, this story there, Charlie, you go. But you publish, it won't go anywhere. And there's some really good stories that go. Shatawale and Stonebwoy, when they came together, it really went. It's a good news. It's not a bad news. It's not pulling of gun. It's not throwing of bombs. It is a good news. So good news do sell, bad news do sell. But as I mean, we all know, bad news sell.
But you know, about this Shatawale and Stonebwoy reunion, someone perhaps would say that all that happened, the brouhaha, was just a sit-down plot just to get attention. When we say that bloggers, what do you think? Because you carry the wagon, and the story happens. Is there a time whereby a celebrity blogger connection perhaps pops up to get news?
Yeah, it do happen. That's why I want to sit and lie that some people don't plan. Oh, people do plan just for the hype. People do plan that, okay, let's create this, let's take it around, and then it will help the image of the person who is coming on board. So people do plan, but I mean, Shatta Stonebwoy scenario wasn't a planned thing. It was just something that happened, like a natural thing that happened. But for stunts, it do happen. This wasn't a stunt. But if I sit down with, let's say, Nasi or Imam Messi, Sako there, okay, let's go this lane. At this point, you do this. At this point, you do that. That one is a planned stunt, or is a stunt that you want to use to achieve a certain thing. We know so many people who plan stunts. I know a lot of people. So there are certain things that will be, just look at them and say, okay, let me just play along.
Okay.
Because you want a stunt to help your brand, to fetch you money. If I also play along, I also get money out of it. It will entertain the audience.
Are you not afraid that perhaps it will be found out that perhaps it's a stunt and it will affect your credibility as a blogger?
The person doing it didn't think about the negative effects. I know how I'm going to report it. I can use certain elements so that at the end of the day, I can work out freely. The person who is bringing the thing on board is the one going to be affected. There are certain brands who don't like to associate themselves with such people. As I'm posting yours, I'm posting a very good news out there. So the telco or the corporate world who wants my service will come because I balance my stars. After doing yours, maybe let's say you accused a certain lady of duping you. You say, oh, let's plan. Okay, I'll write yours. I'll go interview that person too. So I've done two-sided story, but it's going to affect you. So the public will see that I've done a very good job because I talked to you, I've talked to the other person. So I won't look bad. The other person is going to look bad.
So considering your role, the blogging job, you are serving the publics with news, with content.
Yeah.
Have you checked to know what they really like? What do they like? What
The
kind of news
public.
do we like?
Oh, we all know. They want the negative vibes.
Really?
Yeah, most people want negative vibes. And you have people who want good stories because you hear people complain that, oh, nowadays it looks like the stories are negative. But truth be told, me as I'm sitting here, I don't see anything like good or negative news. Every news is news. You see it as negative because it's not going in your favor. Same thing that you see as negative, somebody see it as positive. The thing that you see as positive, somebody will see as negative. So to me, every news is news. If it doesn't go in your favor, you term it as negative. So if I see people come, why do you like negative stories like that? I'm like, which one is the negative story? You see it as negative, but somebody see it as a positive story. So everything is news for me. So far as it is credible. If it is credible, you're good to go.
Is there a time you posted something that was positive you thought would get the attention of people?
A lot.
Presidents. But on the other hand, when you got a negative story, they got. Share with us.
Yeah. So, Fuse DJ, you know Fuse DJ?
Yeah, Fuse.
Fuse flew in, before Fuse, I've done a lot of good projects, donation projects. Ohimamezi has done a lot of donation projects. You go, take video, you go and put it on YouTube, nobody will mind it. You write story, nobody will read it. Nobody even copy, even paste it. Nobody even share it on Facebook. The same people, the public who was complaining about posting what they see as negative, do not share the positive story. But the negative one that you post, they will be sharing that negative story. I was at Akosombo with Fuse DJ. He flew in an MBA star from the States. Fuse has a school for, I don't know whether orphans, but the needy.
Yeah.
So he has a school there. He flew in an MBA star from America, came here with his people. We took bus all the way from Accra to Akosombo. We toured the school, we shot videos, everything, posted on YouTube. As of now, I doubt if the video has even 10,000 views. Just last week, I interviewed Bullet. He thought about wanting to bring Mac Brown for a video shoot that Mac Brown didn't come. Go and see. It's not even up to 1 week. Yeah, the video has over 80,000 views. The same platform, the same person, the same platform. One is over 2 years, not up to 10,000 views. One is less than a week. And even the Bullet interview is like 30 to 40 minutes. This one is like 15 minutes. Which one can you share the more important? Because that one is shorter. They are not watching the 15 minutes. What they see that's positive. They're not watching that one to support the guy. The one that they see as negative, that they'll be insulting me about it, no. That's what they want. They'll say it is negative, but they'll be watching it. Even that same day that we went to Akosombo with Fuse DJ, that was when there was this news about foreign something, and Star FM called Fuse DJ. They thought about that news, they thought about the donation. That negative vibes that they see trend for the whole week. Fuse was standing in the school. What he thought about the school, nobody thought about it. But what he talked about, so naturally people are attracted to negative vibes. It's not that bloggers want negative things. We report good and negative. When Emilia Bobe released her first song, everybody was bashing her. That it wasn't good.
Yeah.
She went, did her homework, brought out a good vibe. It's normal because we've heard that 1,012 times.
Sure.
Nobody's talking about the new song or the electric because it is good. It is normal. Everybody does it. But if you do something bad, then So Charlie, it is the public. Naturally, humans are attracted to negative things. So It is not a fault of bloggers. Print has been doing this since time immemorial. 1998, you see front page. JJ does this. This one steals this. Why didn't they report? Why didn't they use? If you buy the newspaper, they have several stories in it.
Yeah.
Why did they use the one that Zion FELIX won award as the front page? Because normal. ACC wins award in Pakistan. It is normal. CGC show donates 5,000 Ghana cedis to the needy on Christmas. It is normal. Every year we do it. CGC used to host dies. Hey, come and see. Everybody. So humans are naturally attracted to negative things. So it's not like it is new thing that bloggers are doing. It's been there. It's been there. If like right now, call a TV station, tell them that you are doing a donation or you are doing a fundraising, they should come. They will charge you. They will charge you. But say that, oh, Stoneboy has been arrested at Nima police station. Come and see. They will rush. They will come. They will not know there, but they will know how to use Google Map and come. But I say that you are doing a donation. They will charge you 5,000, 10,000. You are doing a press conference. You are doing a press conference about launching of, let's say, beauty pageant. They will charge you before you come. But same thing, let's say Sarkodie has clubbed. Sarkodie and Shatawale are fighting right now. They will come right now. They want exclusive. So it's not just bloggers. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. So don't just bloggers. You do not.
So I mean, the blogger has some tips
on
the fingertips that perhaps make your work so unique. What would you say are the unique tips that you as a blogger perhaps always use to make you unique and stand out for the good of the young people out there to do the right thing?
I am natural. I don't fake.
Natural.
I am natural. I am too natural. Some people ask, why do you do interview at car booth? I'm like, where else should I do it? Everybody is doing studio. So if I want to interview somebody at Zabzugu, I have to pick the whole studio to Zabzugu and interview the person. If I'm going to Kumasi and I'm going to interview somebody, how will I get that set? I mean, it has to be natural. It has to, the person has to feel free. And so at times when I'm doing interview, what I'm wearing now, then I have to go to boutique, go and buy tie. So if that day I don't get boutique attire, that means I won't do interview. No, at times I'm going to eat, then I'll see somebody. Then I will do the interview. So do you have to go and wait and, oh, I've seen you here, oh, here, you can't do the interview. It's long, you have to be natural. If the interview is natural, the person becomes real for people to feel the interview.
Sure.
So I'm too natural. I don't fake. Right now, the way I'm talking, if I step out, I meet somebody, that's how I'll talk. I won't become like, I'm tired. Okay. And I go out, Charlie, everything has to be natural.
Somebody says that I want to be the best blogger in Ghana, and I want to do so many things which are quite explicit, put out there more negative stuff. Perhaps if I start my videos, I bring something that will be catchy, sexual, sensual stuff to draw their attention. Has the blogging career, or let's say the blogging job, turned that explicit? No. Or there are some barriers that we should have in place?
The Bible says, I mostly say that anything that I'm doing, I make sure that I am happy about it. It is not against the Holy Bible because I'm a Christian.
Sure.
If any religion be away, it doesn't go against your book that you use. It doesn't go against the laws of the country.
Okay.
If I'm happy, it doesn't go against the Bible. It doesn't go against the laws of the country. I'm good to do it. Yeah. That's the most important thing for me. I consider all these three things, and then I do it. As I said earlier, you can do a negative story, as the people call it, and it won't go. You can do a very good story, it will go. I interviewed Lucky Mensah, where we looked into his life, where he talked about building a 15-bedroom house, owning a 18-bedroom hotel, having cars, people watched. It's a good content, as people call it.
Sure.
And people watched. If I had gone for him to insult probably Mark Cookman, maybe people might have not watched it. People might not have given attention to it. So you can still do good content, as people call it, and it will still fly for you. I interviewed Duncan Williams' ex-wife. Okay. Mama Francisca.
Sure.
People watched. She's a pastor. People watched the interview. It was a good interview. People watched it. We told most of 98% of the conversation was about Christianity.
Okay.
And people watched from 0 to 0, 0 to millions. So it's not always about the negative vibes. So you can still do good content and still get things going. There's this guy, Obed Buffo, he runs INNewsGH. Obed doesn't go the normal blogging style of believing like writing negative stories.
Yeah.
Obed always has good stories on the platform.
Okay.
And still he has.
He's doing well.
Yeah, he's doing well. He gets bigger guests. And then who knows, if you write the negative story, I also say that writing negative story about Sarkodie is the person who call you and give you a gig. Rapaholic, he comes, Zion, promote it for me. How much will you charge me? If you also shoot a movie, Zion, I'm premiering it on 25th March. Promote it for me. How much will you charge me? So writing negative stories about Mark Brown, about Yvonne Nelson, about almost everybody who bring you that gig. Where will you get that money from? Because you're using gadgets, you're paying bills, you're buying stuffs. Where will you get that money from? So it's not always about negative stars. If it comes and it is true, why not? We all report. But if it is not there, don't try to create it. Mark Brown is my very good friend. I interviewed Bullet. He said it. I used it. I wrote it. She understands that I'm doing my job. Miss Ball and I are like this. Efia Schwarzenegger and myself, we are like this. Bounce there because Miss Bell and I are like this. So if I hear anything about Miss Bell, if I interview somebody and the person says something about Miss Bell, I will report it. I will do it. Efia, when I interviewed Miss Bell, she talked about Efia. When I went to Efia talked about Miss Bell. They are all in it.
Okay.
If it is positive, I'll do it. If negative, I'll do it. So I won't say that go and do negative on Kwan and you get money. Some negatives won't bring you anything, nothing the inside.
Now let's end it with one thing I want to ask you. Have you thought of trying to impact the young graduates out there who are loving to be social media marketers but don't know how to start?
I started this thing 2 years back when I realized that, YouTube really pays, because YouTube indeed pays. A lot of people make a lot of money out of YouTube. So 2 years ago, 2018, I was in Kumasi. I started from Accra. I did 2 YouTube classes in Accra. Okay. I did one in Kumasi, one in Koforidua, one in Sunyane, one in Western region. So I did 6 classes or so. Western, Brown, Hartford. Then it wasn't 16 regions. 2018 was, I think it came to 2019 was when we had. So I did 5 regions. I taught people how to make money on YouTube, because you don't need Legon certificates or EC certificates to open a YouTube account. You don't need £5 million to open a YouTube account. You can use your phone to start YouTubing. And as the money is coming, you'll be investing into it. So I did that, and then I have plans of continuing doing that, because money no day. People complete Legon, people complete UST, people complete universities, even high school. I don't get anything, any job to do. They'll be roaming about management.
Sure.
So I thought it wise to also teach people. That's why I started. I'm sure I'll continue, not just blogging. There are several other things that people can also do. There are several other things that people can do that we are planning on lecturing people how to also do it. People who can't afford 10,000 today job as a startup, if you have 1,000 today, you can do so. Plans are underway. Because I know people. So if I come together with them, they help people. Unemployment will be reduced in Ghana.
Sure. Thank you very much. Thank you very much also for watching the CGC show on AAU TV. We're glad you learned a lot from Zion FELIX about social media marketing and blogging, entertainment blogging as also a career itself. I believe there's any further question, you put your comment in there. We'll get back to you with the comment as well. Do well to watch more of our programs. Thank you very much for today. And I was your host for today, Ajimon Oshodako, and keep watching the CGC show. See you next time. Bye.